So, you're not gonna believe this, but I was literally streaming for like 45 minutes, and I didn't realize that it was not auto started. Like, I didn't realize that I hadn't allowed it to auto start. You know how like YouTube can auto start when you stream? I was just talking to the void for 40 minutes with nothing. It's just a complete mess. Complete mess. Welcome to this practice live stream where apparently I need it. Have I started moving? See, this is I have literally been talking. I've been doing music news and everything for 40 minutes. And I've just realized that I didn't press the live button. I'm so out of practice with this. Oh my lord. I am hi, Blue Dinner Box. Welcome to the live stream. We haven't started moving yet. I don't know how familiar you are with real estate, the way real estate works in New Zealand. The trick with real estate in New Zealand, I'm just checking that this doesn't look ridiculous. Is this gonna go up? It isn't. Can you? And like my chat window is bugged out as well. It's not letting me like change the size of the window. And it's just a mess. It's just a mess, ladies and gents. It's just a mess. Yeah, no, honestly, we've had several things. One of the things that's occurred is that we've had daylight savings. I've just realized that I've been like an hour behind with that as well. Or like something like that. So I think for you guys, it's probably a lot later than I'd usually come on. Like a lot later in the day than I'd usually come on. That's because daylight savings has happened in New Zealand. But to be fair, that was 3 months. That was 3 months ago. And it's just like It's just been silly. So to answer your question, hi Jacob, how you doing? Welcome to the practice live stream where we're learning to live stream. And we're now talking, which is good. We've managed to get ourselves into a conversation, which is good. It's just crazy, dude. We're gonna be, if we get the house, we're gonna be able to move in like 3 weeks or something like that. But we're waiting on whether the place is good. My lease start on July, but I need to pack all the stuff a bit early. Yeah, that's smart. I wish you the best of luck with moving because moving can be brutal. Yeah, it can be brutal. We have a lot of our stuff in a storage unit, so that's going to be okay. We don't have to move an entire house. We just have to move like half a house from where we are and then the rest from the storage unit. But if you're moving an entire place, I wish you the best of luck with that, eh? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Do you like the dogs? I think the dogs are kind of cute, aren't they? I think the dogs are kind of cute. Man, we had looked at all sorts of stuff in music news. It was all sorts of really cool music news. There was a dude who was DJing for toddlers. And then the Bonnaroo Festival got cancelled, so that was a bit sad. But the people are getting refunds, which is good. It's just going to be given in like 30 days, which hopefully everyone gets their money back and it's all chill and it's not kind of weird. But the Bonnaroo Festival looks so cool. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Bonnaroo Festival. There's a lot of stories about it having been cancelled. But it's so cool though. Like you get to this part, there's like fireworks and stuff like that, and people having a fun time. Look at the stage. There's just people jumping about and having a great time. It's just awesome. Everyone's having fun. And that's the size of the crowd. Like, look at that crowd. It's huge. The Bonnaroo Festival is on like 700 acres of land. That's wild. 700 acres is massive, dude. There's like mushrooms and infinite activities and stuff like that. It's awesome, dude. And then there's a camping experience here where you can have like magical kind of pixie dust tents and stuff like that. And it looks fun. And you got lots of little colored balls and there's lots of. It just looks like fun. It's a shame that it's been cancelled. But it's great that they're refunding people and that things are nice and secure and stuff like that. I appreciate that. Um, Lots of interesting music news. There was some darker stuff like what's going on at the moment with like the Christian music industry and stuff like that. It's not good, you know. There's a bit of stuff going on, but I think, you know, we won't go into that heavy stuff here. I try to avoid the heavy stuff. I'll just check if there was any music news that we missed. They are gutted. Hayley Williams, Bono, and Oasis. Taylor Swift visited patients at a children's hospital, so that was pretty cool. I like that. And that Lenny Paris, this was the toddler techno DJ throwing raves for children. I thought that was pretty cool. He looks like a cool dude, eh? He's got a twin brother who's a member of the Beatles. No, not the Beatles. The Wiggles. The Wiggles in Australia. They're a member of the Wiggles, which is pretty cool. Get rid of that. And he's got this techno bus thing here, which is really dope. I can't hear it because I don't have my headphones on, but it's pretty cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not a massive fan of nursery rhymes, but I'm also not above it. If it slaps, if it's got a good chord note groove, you know, if you've got like some really kind of catchy vocals in it as well, it's a good time. It's a good time. I love this guy. It's dope. It's good fun, man. It's good fun. So this is the toddler DJ. He's going all around the world at the moment doing really, really cool stuff. What else we got? What has Billboard got for us? Oh, do we talk? Is this Billboard? And we've looked at Billboard. And then there was Rolling Stone. I think we had a look at Rolling Stone. Yeah. Bonnaroo cancelled after rain. Swamp Festival grounds. Will Smith can't get enough of Pretty Girls. A new single. Drake, Smiley, Kim Gordon. Fade and all songs need to know this week. Suki Waterhouse celebrates Memoir of Sparkle Muffin by dropping 12 more tracks from it. Kanye West showed up at Sean Combs' trial. That's definitely quite spicy. I'm not going to go into that one. Drake declares for Hollywood and the Hamptons on Smiley's to Mazza, and then they kind of loop and repeat the stories a little bit from there, you know. So that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, here we go. That's pretty crazy. So what is this? Okay, sure, why not? Gracie Abrams, I skip ad. You you don't let you don't reward me for allowing ads by instantly taking away the thing I was wanting to watch so that I could check out ads. Thank you very much. Gracie, lauded tickets in. Low-fee tickets in San Francisco already sold out. Hopefully nothing will pick my plan. I hope it doesn't either. I hope that you have a fantastic time. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not a little bit envious of the fact that you're able to go. But you know, you do what you got to do. Hopefully you have a great time. Gracie Abrams is like having a real kind of rise, aren't they? Garth Brooks and George Clinton light up Songwriters Hall of Fame. Beach Boys, Mike Love pays brief tribute to Brian Wilson. Safe to say that very few shows could feature performances by Gracie Abrams, Garth Brooks, Parliament, Funkadelic Mastermind, George Clinton. I've just realized, Jacob, I don't know if you're still here. It's okay if you're not. You've probably been waiting a very long time for me to actually start this live stream. I'm so sorry that you've waited this long. If you have been waiting, I'm so sorry. I will try to be more onto it. This is exactly why this is a practice live stream. It's just a mess. Yet similar things happen every single year at the Songwriters Hall of Fame induction ceremony, the greatest awards show that most of the world knows nothing about. Established in 1969 with over 400 inductees, the ceremony is a combination of the trade organization, party, and a family reunion, bringing together the songwriting and publishing communities. For decades, it has been presided over and kept in line by its president/CEO, former Warner Music executive Linda Moran, who last year was absent for the first time in anyone's memory due to a serious battle with leukemia. But thankfully, she has returned to health and was back on force on Thursday night at the show's longtime home of the Marriott Marquis in New York's Times Square. So it's just an interesting event. You see, it's interesting. I don't know why I'm getting these adverts for things because I'm not a woman. You know, these are very kind of unusual. There's Danny DeVito talking about caskets for some reason. George Clinton and Vernon Reid. And we've got I don't even smoke. And it thinks I smoke and that I need to see this. I don't smoke. They got Feel Good on the Zambrero NZ app. Is that like another food app? Is that it? Is that another food app? That's crazy if that's the case. Debbie Gibson, Tony McCauley, Dan and Shay. Then Gorley's 21-year-old daughter, Sadie, took the stage to pay tribute to her father with a short speech recalling him cancelling on writing sessions with iconic musicians to come to a school sporting event. Now that's a flex. That's a flex, being able to cancel just to be able to go to sport events, you know, and still kind of like making it. It's amazing, dude. 10-year-old Royal, playing cello in particular, had the eye of the tiger as performed, watching his father closely. The elder Jerkins blew kisses at his children at the end of their performance. See, that's wild, dude. Like a little 10-year-old kid playing the cello. The amount of emotion, the intensity there is incredible. The evening took a turn to Broadway to honor living legend Stephen Schwartz, who in 50-plus years has written Godspell, Pippin, Enchanted, Pocahontas, and of course, Wicked. It actually seems like a pretty dope event. So this is kind of just like summarizing it for people who didn't watch it, right? The Great Chow Debate. Nope. I think we're good. Honestly, I think that this has been a bit of a dumpster fire. I am going to probably pause for today. I think we've figured out how to live stream. We just need to press the live button and have it go auto live so that I do not forget to do that. So hopefully that's good next time. Tomorrow, right, I haven't spoken about tomorrow. I want to do a live stream tomorrow as well. And part of the reason I wanted to do a practice live stream today was to be able to practice for tomorrow's live stream. I want to maybe either do an album review or a top 10. Honestly, kind of leaning towards a top 10 because I think they're great for people to kind of either be totally stoked with it or like, those aren't the top 10 tracks. I think a lot of the time you kind of get the best songs from them, quote unquote. So it's going to, even if it's a musician I'm not as used to or familiar with, you kind of know you're going to have a good time. I think that it'd be good to maybe do Bruno Mars or something like that. I do like Bruno Mars's music. I've appreciated a lot of his later stuff. Wasn't really a fan of his earlier stuff, but I think going through Bruno Mars's top 10 might be good for tomorrow. But we will see how we go. I don't know when it'll happen, but it's most likely that I will schedule it on Discord. And again, it's just getting back into regular streaming now that we're looking to finally maybe have a house. It just means that we can like kind of move on and continue to maybe plan to be more kind of like stable with stuff. At the very least, it'd be good, I think, to balance any sort of like the paid requests with the actual album reviews or top 10 so that people understand that I'm here on YouTube because I want to make stuff and I want to explore music. And it also forces me to actually take more of a closer look at musicians that I'm not as familiar with. For example, to actually sit there and actively listen to Bruno Mars's top 10 tracks might be good. I look forward to that. But yeah, if you're on Discord, you'll find it scheduled. If not, then you might want to join the Discord and just kind of check that out. But either way, that'll be tomorrow. Stay cool and stay safe. And thank you to Jake and Blue Dinner Box for coming along. I'll try to be more organized tomorrow. Please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'll catch you in the next SB live streams. You can see I have a bit more energy. Just before I go, you'll be pleased to know, not that it matters, but I have had at least 2 to 3 weeks of semi-decent sleep. I have more energy. There is slightly more energy. Slightly. Yeah. Spider hands out. 3, 2,